What's up, YouTube? I am back. This is Juice with the iGear Mini Warriors MW-01 spray review. This is iGear's take on the Classics mini bots. Since Hasbro either did Scouts or did Legends or did Deluxes for the mini bots, I guess iGear thought it was an opportunity for them to just go ahead and make a mini bot sized line of all the other figures that some of them they've done, some of them they haven't. So here you go. The packaging is pretty nice for a mini bot. It's G1 inspired with the red grid. Got a picture of both modes. Till all are fun. Warning! Choking hazard recommended for ages 18 and up. 17-year-olds, you cannot purchase this product and safely survive. On the back, we have some line art with a bio, which I will zoom in so you can read. Hopefully that's focused and you can read it. Pause it if you want to read it. Anyways, pretty basic packaging, but not bad for what it is. The box is pretty sturdy construction. It's surprising. It's way too heavy for something this small. But anyways, you open it up. There is clamshell packaging with a card. This card here has a nice little picture. Back once again, line art of both modes and his weapon and stats. One thing you'll notice about this card is that it's not cardstock, it's not paper, it's styrene plastic. It's credit card thickness and durability and strength. So that's pretty nice that they would put this much effort into their collector card. Here's C-Spray stats if you care. Traditional clamshell packaging. Nothing new here. Odd that one's black and one's clear. Take that off. Take out C-Spray. Take out his weapon, which is a nice little addition. Put that aside. Alright, there he is. There's C-Spray with his weapon. Pretty true to the original in his alt mode. The blue is a much lighter blue. The yellow is a bit more pale, so it's got almost a baby blue thing going on with the pale yellow. Nothing wrong with it. His little propellers do move. They're also slanted, so if you blow on them, they work. Big deal. Not much exposed on the underside, but then there's not much to it since it's a mini bot. As you saw me just move the head up. From the back, if you have the head moved up, it looks fine. If you have it just where it wouldn't, if you don't touch it when you transform it and just leave it, you'll see a lot of the face tilted forward, and it gets covered up. One thing about the figure is that for the most part, it just kind of all mushes together. There's no real guides or anything holding these arms together. If you look very closely, this will be hard for my camera to pick up, that's how small it is. If you look real closely, right there, if that's in focus, is a little, let's try that again. Trying to get the camera to focus, come on. There we go. Alright, right there, of course it immediately loses focus. There's a little guide that's on his arm that goes into a very tiny crack. It's to the point where it's so small you would almost think that it was just coincidental, but if you look at it, that looks to be by design. So I'll give you a little 360 spin of the alt mode so you can see all sides of it. It's not all that much to see. It's just a little blue, yellow, and white hovercraft. The front of it looks a lot like the Classics jumbo one that they released. Here he is next to his G1 counterpart. Oddly enough, the G1 counterpart has stickers, which makes it more detailed than the original, but it's still the same deal going on there. That's his weapon. Very simple transformation, as he's a mini bot, so enjoy the music. And there you have it, Sea Spray transformed in his robot mode. He comes with a little harpoon gun, which is a nice added feature. A lot of articulation for something of this size. I'll go over that in a little bit. But as you can see, it's Sea Spray. Since the transformation pretty much just takes the G1 transformation and applies it to something a little bit bigger with a little bit more articulation, you end up pretty much with the same effect for the figure. Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, Sea Spray was Sea Spray, and even the little G1 brick, which we have right here, I mean, that was pretty much Sea Spray that you knew in the cartoon. Just this one has articulation. So while I have this out, here's your size comparison with Sea Spray. Size comparison with Legends Warpath. Size comparison with Classics Windcharger. And finally, so we have it in frame, size comparison with Legends Drift, who is not fully in frame. So there you go. So he's about half the size of the Deluxe, not counting the little propeller height. And not quite a Legend. And I'm sorry, not quite a Scout, but more than the Legend. So it's not bad. Nice articulation. As you can see, everything is ball jointed. So ball jointed head, even though it's a little hard to get to. He has ball jointed shoulders, which gives, you know, full range of articulation that you would expect. Ball jointed elbows, ball jointed hips. He's got a ball jointed waist, which gives him the ability to lean a little bit. So you get some of that Sea Spray swagger that got him a mermaid. Ball jointed hips, hinged knees, ball jointed ankles. So, I mean, Sea Spray really isn't that bad, especially considering the size. You can get them, especially with the super huge feet, you can get them into some leg splays that make for interesting posing. But he definitely doesn't just have to stand there with just his arms at his side. I got my figure directly from iGear. The shipping took forever because this thing left before Christmas, I believe, and got here yesterday. So I mean, that's a pretty long time for shipping, but it was only $20 shipped when you purchased it direct from iGear, which is not bad considering they're $20 for just the figure. Trying to think of anything else that I missed while I do a little spin here so you can get an idea of, you know, what the figure really looks like. Oh, one of the things I wanted to mention is that this guy needs just a few stickers. So I'm pretty sure the guys at Repro Labels will get on that. But, I mean, his chest looks a little empty because there's nothing going on there. nice little small Autobot symbol, and maybe a few little things on the side of his chest would bring him to life a little bit more. All in all, a nice figure. You can't say anything bad about the third-party figure that comes in at this price point. It's made with good quality plastic. It feels like the same plastic that they used in the Seekers, not the plastic that they used in the MW-01, because that was real airy and fluffy, like, Hostess brand plastic or something. But this figure's got a good solid feel to it, a nice amount of weight for something this small, and it's not a bad buy. So if you're looking for Sea Spray to get them in your collection, and I should say in your Classics collection, it's a good option, and there's really no reason not to. There will be another option from Make Toy that has a slightly different aesthetic, so it's really going to be a choice, your own personal choice of which aesthetic works best for you. But in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with this one, and it's already here. Alright, well, that's the end of the review for iGear's, what they call it, MW-01 spray, otherwise known as Classic Sea Spray. Thanks for watching, and come back and you'll see a review of his wave mate, this guy.
Even the least of your people can transform. Do you really think that I would disappear like the droids?